Oh, I love you, miss you.
Yeah,
You've been through a lot.
I just taking it one day at a time, huh? My name is James Franklin, and I'm 57 years old.
James Franklin isn't the man he used to be, weak and bedridden 6 months after his stay at St. Thomas More Nursing Home in Hyattsville for what should have been the road to recovery.
I didn't have no idea that I would still be in the hospital. And for me to be in the hospital has been a tragic change for me.
In May, Franklin was discharged from the hospital and sent to St. Thomas More for rehabilitation, a 230-bed facility. Medical records show he had a sacral ulcer, commonly called a pressure ulcer or bed sore. At that stage, it was small and healing. A month later, he was rushed back to the hospital, the bed sore now nearly as long as a football, covering his back and buttocks with an infection deep into the tissue and muscles. When his wife, Patricia Franklin, saw it,
and I screamed, and then I almost fell to the floor. I never seen nothing like that in my entire life.
the wound had massive gangrene and a foul-smelling discharge, putting him into septic shock when the body's organs begin to shut down.
One of the doctors told me that if they didn't get him there like they did, that he would have died.
Franklin's wife filed a complaint with the Maryland Office of Healthcare Quality. The agency which oversees nursing homes revealed to Fox 5 St. Thomas More is under intense scrutiny. Despite this promotional video on its website showcasing its facilities and a visit from Maryland's Lieutenant Governor touting quality of care, state inspections show a stark contrast. Cited for 60 deficiencies in 2010, another 36 last year, and this year it was cited with 27 deficiencies, nearly triple the state average.
Medication errors, oversight of care plans, writing of care plans, chemical restraints, violation of resident rights.
The repeated violations prompted the state to list St. Thomas More as a special focus facility, a nationwide Medicare list of nursing homes with a history of persistent poor quality care. Out of Maryland's more than 200 nursing homes, it's only one of two on the list, and the only one that has failed to show improvement over 19 months. The state has given St. Thomas More until next March to make progress or be shut down. Meanwhile, investigators have received numerous complaints at the facility this year, including a complaint 3 months ago when a patient died.
They failed to respond appropriately in an emergency situation and failed to provide the proper care to this patient, which resulted in the subcutaneous emphysema.
So does this patient, in your opinion, did this patient die as a result of improper medical care?
That's how it appears, yes.
Court documents show that's not the only allegation of deadly neglect. Last year, the nursing home settled this medical malpractice lawsuit for an undisclosed amount in the 2005 death of a patient from infected bed sores, the same kind of infection that nearly killed James Franklin.
I've seen it more times than I care to tell you in the 15 years I've been doing this.
Attorney Michael Winkleman handles medical malpractice claims but has no connection to these cases. Based on his experience, bed sores shouldn't nearly kill you.
The medical community would likely suggest there are certain extreme circumstances where this would happen. But in our view, if patient safety is priority number one, this should never happen.
But in Maryland, the legal hurdles to file a medical malpractice lawsuit and financial caps on jury awards make it difficult to hold bad nursing homes accountable.
Well, you can hurt someone, but if you don't hurt them badly enough, then you're okay, because we can't do anything about it. And that's wrong.
The state has hit St. Thomas More with sanctions and thousands of dollars in fines.
And it hasn't worked.
No, it hasn't worked.
NMS Healthcare, which owns the nursing home, refused a request for an interview, but in a statement said St. Thomas More is currently appealing deficiencies that were cited, and no further comment is appropriate. The company boasted Medicare's website shows the number of nurses on staff is well above average, but left out Medicare ranked it overall below average, and on health inspections, much below average.
We're not seeing enough progress. That is correct.
So again, I have to ask, are patients compromised?
There's a concern that yes, that they are.
The state found no evidence of neglect in James Franklin's case, but the Franklins are not convinced.
They absolutely should be shut down.
Given the nursing home's continued problems, state regulators say they are on track to shut it down.